Shut your mouth.
Miami's going to be bad next year.
Pittsburgh, yeah.
Titans.
Check razor. This game we're going to play with a blindfold.
Remember, they put up 60 this year.
Jets dynasty. And I'm making them at night. Walking
Doing a fashion walk.
This is Shedeur Sanders. Whole lot of yapping.
Yeah, okay, good morning, afternoon, and evening. It's the guy you should believe in. Dropping heat like every season. Underdog like Willie beaming. Classic like Dom singing. Blasting like bombs ringing. I guess I define winning.
Now, we're predicting. You want to jump into predicting now the
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I really do.
Let's do it. This is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to doing this every week. So what we're going to be doing for the next couple weeks here, for the next 8 weeks, is we're going to pick a division every week, and we're going to go through, predict their record, and then based on what we do, based on the records in each division, obviously there'll be a division winner, and then we'll predict the playoffs to set the record straight for anyone who's going to really fall along. If there is someone out there, it's a clean slate for every division every week. So we're not going to based on this division, we're not going to transfer the wins or losses over. We're just going to go through the schedule and go that way. Because at the end of the day, we're just trying to get division winners so we can predict the playoffs. That being said, for our first week, are doing the AFC East. This is the Bills, Pats, Finns, and Jets. Starting with the Bills. Are you ready to go through their home games?
Yeah, I got it up right now.
Okay. So starting with the Bills, their home games, Finns. I say that's a dub.
Oh, we're going to do it like this? Just go through each one? Okay. Yeah, I think they win that at home.
Okay. Win that at home. So W. Versus the Pats, definite W.
Definitely dub.
At home. Okay. Versus the Jets. This is the first test to me. Where do you lean here?
I think they do what they did last year because it kind of fits with the mold of Josh Allen early on in the season, right? He lost to him before. He's going to lose to him again. So
we don't know, but the games that they have on there are not in order. It's just who they play. It's not in order. So we don't know what the order is.
I think just based off of last year that they lost to the Jets when Aaron Rodgers got hurt, and then now Aaron Rodgers there, I think that the Jets are going to win.
So you think the Jets will win at home? I think the Jets will win away. You think the Bills are going to lose at home. Mm-hmm. I think they'll lose away to the Jets, but I think they'll win at home.
Gotcha.
So how do we want to slice this cake? Because we're doing this together, right? Are we doing it separate?
Yeah, we're doing it together. Okay. Well, it's just the thing is they have a great defense. They have Breece Hall. They have Garrett Wilson, and then now they're getting Aaron Rodgers back. I mean, he had an entire preseason and summer camp getting used to these guys, and now he's going to have it again.
I'm nervous about this though.
I know, but there's always has there been a season where the Bills have been off to a great start? During the regular season, it's always turmoil. It's always drama. There's always something going wrong.
That's fair, but I expect the same from the Jets, kind of.
But that's just 1 year. That's just 1 year of information.
Okay, we'll go. So they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose at home to the Jets.
Yep.
Okay. Cardinals. I think that's a dub. I think that's a W. To the Jags.
Now, what are you gonna say?
At home versus the Jags. I think this is a win for the Bills.
Yeah, I think it's a win too.
I think the Jags really regressed this year, but I don't want to spoil too much about that. We'll get to them at some point. Versus the Niners. I think this is a loss at home.
Bills lose?
Bills lose at home.
Okay, yeah. We've been saying, yeah.
Yeah, Bills lose versus the Titans. That's a W, and it should be a blowout.
Shut your mouth.
You agree?
Yeah, I agree. Not happy about it.
All right, this is the wild card here. Versus the Chiefs at home. I'm gonna say.
I want to say they do it.
You want to say they do it? I was gonna say they psychologically can't.
They won last year during the regular season, but I guess it is Tony playing? I mean, that's a big if. Is Tony playing? I want to say that it keeps going like that sort of like back and forth keeps going. Regular season, they beat the Chiefs. That's what I'm saying.
Regular season, they beat the Chiefs and they keep losing to them in the playoffs.
That's what I think. Yeah.
Okay. Versus the Chiefs. This is going to be prime time football. I'd imagine they're going to put it probably in the middle of the year. I'd agree with you. I think
How many losses do we have so far?
2 away games versus the Finns away. I think this is a dub too.
Oh, you think they win that?
I think they win that game. I
Have
think they
you
sweep.
seen-
I think
have
they,
you-
I think they sweep the Finns.
Have you seen the? I mean, this is a New York team going down to Miami. Have you seen the? It's not even stats, but it's like how Miami's stadium is built to where like it's the temperature. It's like 110.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Miami's going to be bad next year. Let's be honest.
All right, I'll give it to you.
Okay, I think this is a dub against.
There
the
has
Fins
to be a
in
couple
Miami.
of like teams that like we don't expect to win.
Yeah. Okay. I think so. Pats. This is a win in New England.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a win in New England. I think they lose to the Jets at away as well. I think the Jets
Away?
sweep them.
So we're going to sweep Jets.
Yeah, I think the Jets.
Right. I'm
Okay.
down for that.
All right, Texans. I think they lose in Texas, in Houston.
I don't know. I don't know. Because
I think that
I know
defense is gonna be that Texans defense is really good, dude.
I'm down. I'm down to go for it. I'm more. Yeah.
I think the Texans, and then CJ's gonna take a step forward. I think they lose to the Texans.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Okay, Colts.
I think they win.
I think so too.
How many
Rams.
losses are we on?
We are at 4.
4. I
Mhm.
want to say that they lose to the Rams.
Seahawks W.
W.
Yeah.
And then now
Ra-
here's the 2.
Ravens Lions.
See, I'm a Ravens guy, and I want to say they lose to the Ravens. What are you thinking?
I think so too.
And then
I
they
think-
beat the Lions.
I think they lose to the Lions. I think they go.
They lose again.
Yeah. In my eyes, that game is going to be the Lions are going to reload on defense this year. And especially if this is a game late in the year, I think the Lions are going to be pressing to try and get a good seed in the NFC.
I can see them losing again. Yeah.
Okay. So loss to the Lions.
Yeah. We'll
Okay.
say lost to the Lions.
So 10-7 in division now. So 5-2 in division. Moving on to the Finns, we are going to translate over. They swept the Finns. The Bills swept the Finns. So we're going to just go ahead and put the 2 L's for the Bills here.
Yep.
Okay, now for the Pats.
The problem is,
W.
yeah, when we get to the Patriots, we're basically going to say they win 3 games.
Basically. So Patriots, they sweep the Patriots.
Yeah, let's just say they sweep the Patriots.
Now, Jets. I think the Jets sweep them as well.
At home.
I think they beat them. They're gonna get 1 win off of these 2 big teams.
I know that's
They
the
gotta
thing,
get
is-
1. So okay, we'll say they beat them at home. They lose to them away. They
Yeah,
lose
I'm
to them in
down
New
for that.
York because
Yeah.
it's probably gonna be the away game's probably gonna be later in the year. They don't play
Yeah.
well in the cold. Cardinals. This is at home. Cardinals at home.
The Cardinals are weird. They have random games where they win,
I know.
but I think they beat the Cardinals.
Oh, Jags at home.
What do you think?
I don't know at what point the Jags are going to be at. I want to say they beat them, but at the same time, I think the Finns are going to take some steps back. I think this is going to be one of those games where the few games that Trevor kind of like pops off. So I want to say they lose to the Jags at home because Jacksonville's also a Miami team
I'll give it to you.
a Florida team. I mean,
I'll give it to you.
okay. Niners at home.
I don't know. Does Brock Purdy have a concussion?
I think it's a loss. I think
Well, the 49ers have to lose to somebody. We'll say it's a loss. This is during the stretch where they're dominant during the regular season.
yeah. Titans W.
Yeah.
Yeah. Raiders.
What are you gonna say?
Mhm.
I want to say I like to believe in Max Crosby, and I mean, there's no news of any of those guys moving. If they can get a good quarterback, you know how
Right.
good that team's going to be.
I know. That's my scary thing. That's like in the back of my mind, I'm like, even still though, even if they don't get a quarterback, remember they put up 60 this year. Granted,
Yeah.
it was the Chargers, but they still put up 60 with Aiden
There's-
O'Connell playing quarterback.
I know. And then
They're
the next
liable
the
for
next
one of
week
those
he
games.
didn't even throw a touchdown pass, you know?
Right. They're liable for at least one of those games in a year. And why not it be versus Miami? Like,
Yeah,
in
how
Miami?
does Tua deal with pressure? I feel like he doesn't deal that well with pressure.
No. Are we
I think we're both
Raiders-
saying the same thing without saying it.
Raiders win?
Yeah, I think let's go
Okay.
with the Raiders. Are we Christian? Are we Raiders lovers now?
Let's take care of the away games here. Texans, Miami at Houston.
We have Houston in Houston.
Yes. Yeah.
You said at Miami.
Miami at Houston.
What do you want to say? Because I feel like this is one of those ones where it's still where CJ loses.
I think so.
You think he loses?
I think
have a weird
in
feeling about it.
comparison to I think the Bills are a better matchup for the Texans.
If this was CJ's fourth, fifth year and he's still the same CJ that he was this year, 100% they win. But I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
you just don't know.
At Colts, I think this is a dub too.
You think Colts win?
No, I think this is a Miami win. I think this is a
Miami
Miami win.
wins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
think this is
it's tough.
at Colts, I think
I
this is a
really
Miami
wish we got to see Anthony Richardson this year.
Yeah.
Because this is like a playoff, like a deep playoff team if that quarterback is the man that we think he is. But I agree with you.
Okay. At Rams, I think that's a win too.
Yeah, yeah. Because
Okay.
there was a stretch where the Rams were just losing game after
Yeah.
game.
At Seahawks,
Tough
win.
environment.
I think
Miami, what if it's raining? What if it's dumping rain in Seattle? Because I think they lose to Cleveland and
Packers.
Packers, right?
So
Let's give
losses
them
for both those. Okay.
let's give them
dub
the
against
win over
Seahawks.
Seattle.
Okay. Okay. So counting up the Finns record here, we have them at 9-8 with a 3-3 division record. Trust. Now, moving on to the Jets. We picked them to sweep the Bills, so beating the Bills at home and away.
We think they're going to be really good this year.
We have them splitting with the Finns, beating them at home, losing away. Now the Patriots. Sweep.
It's the obvious answer until there's more information. And I mean,
part of me feels like that we're going to get like a weird.
We probably will, but like it's
like week 17 or something dumb.
You
like
can't
Aaron
predict
Rodgers isn't playing. I know. Texans
at home.
Texans at home.
What do you want to say?
W.
Dub. Yeah, I'll take
Just
dub
based on the defense. Colts at home.
I do want to throw in like a Colts win.
I know.
I feel like the Colts are really good, and I feel like we've just been like, yeah, dub. They beat the Colts. Colts are really good. It's just all depending on Anthony Richardson. That's the problem with football is that it's like okay, this team's miles better, this team's unknown, but then it's just like okay, this game we're gonna play with a blindfold.
Yeah.
this game we're gonna play with clown shoes. You know,
right.
I'd say do you want to go upset Colts?
Upset Colts.
I'm down to go upset.
I don't hate that. Yeah, let's go upset Colts. Okay. Rams at home. W.
Yeah, I say dub.
Okay. Seahawks.
We've really been ripping the Seahawks. I'm saying that's a dub.
Saying that's a dub. Okay.
Yeah, we've really been ripping them.
I just don't think Geno is enough to overcome that defense.
And I mean, Pete Carroll's not there anymore
right,
either.
Especially when you have an offense like no Pete Carroll, Geno, and you have a real offense next year. Broncos dub. We don't need to talk about it.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna start talking.
No,
you're gonna start blabbing with that fat mouth.
No. All right, Cardinals. At Cardinals.
What do you want to say?
I don't want to say loss here.
It makes sense. Like Aaron Rodgers loses to weird teams. It makes
Right.
sense. Cardinals are like, okay,
In Arizona for
yeah.
no damn reason.
we're the MVP today.
Loss.
Yeah, I'm down for that. It's funny that like in division they smoked everyone, but now we're like, oh, they lose to these random guys.
Another weird one. Jags in Miami.
I'm still on my
or in
Jags hate.
Jacksonville.
I'm still on my Jaguars hate. I say that's a
Dub.
dub.
Dub. Okay. Niners L.
Yeah, as of right now, there's no news that anybody on the 49ers is leaving that team.
Yeah.
So they're only going to get better, and they're going to smoke everyone in the regular season.
Titans.
Yeah, it's a dub.
Steelers.
See, out of all the ones that we said was a loss, like this one makes a lot of sense, but I'm going to say a dub.
You're going to say a dub? I kind of want to go
dub.
L here.
I kind of want it too, but I mean, it doesn't make sense for them to lose that many times. What's the record right now that we have them at?
We have them with 4 losses currently.
Okay, we can give them another loss.
Okay.
It's funny, like all the good teams are like, no, they don't lose. It's Aaron Rodgers. They don't lose. Pittsburgh, yeah.
Vikings.
Yeah, I think they win.
Dub. Okay.
Who's going to be their quarterback next year?
It's supposed to be Kirko.
Nick Mullins?
Okay. So we have them currently just 12-5.
I feel like
5
kind of the same way with Tom Brady. Aaron Rodgers might be that with Josh Allen. He might just be big brother or he might just be big papa. Like when you play me, sorry, kid. So now we're going into New Patriots. Finished the 2023 season at 4-13. Check razor.
Okay, Pat. So we have them literally not winning a division game.
Yeah, they'll probably upset.
They go 0-6 in the division, but they'll probably upset the Jets.
They will probably upset a team or two, but like predicting wise, you can't like make an actual valid prediction. Like, yeah, they'll upset here, right? Especially with all the unknowns on their team. It's just like making a prediction. You have to say that they lose.
So we start them 0-6 in division. Gosh. Yeah. Okay.
they're
terrible.
4-13.
They're going to be terrible. Texans loss.
Yeah, Texans lost.
Texans lost. Colts
loss.
Rams loss.
Seattle
Seahawks no.
They beat Seattle.
Come on, no. Seahawks no. They're not going to win that game. Come on.
Why? Both teams don't have a new head coach. Both teams are a new head coach.
Sure, but the Seattle's more put together than the Patriots, dude. Come on.
Okay, fine.
Okay. I can give you Chargers.
Yeah, I was going to say Seattle and Chargers.
Those
are home games, though. They're home games.
Yeah, but the Chargers makes more sense.
Yeah, the Chargers does make a lot of sense, but I mean, I would say they lose to Seattle. I mean, they beat Seattle.
Okay, Cardinals away at Cardinals. Dub? That feels like a weird dub game to me.
Yeah, we'll give them a weird dub game.
Okay. Dub game versus Cardinals.
Really dropping our pants on the Cardinals right now.
L.
Yeah, L to the Jags.
L Jags, L Niners. Dub Titans?
Dub Tights.
Dub Tights. L Bengals.
L Bengals. And here's the thing is that we don't know.
Bears? I'm saying L Bears.
We don't.
Dude, the Bears were 8-9 this year.
Yeah, with Justin Fields. Is Justin Fields going to be there?
We don't know, but still, even if it's Caleb, they're going to be better. Their defense is good.
You know how I feel about Caleb.
I know, but their defense is still good enough to win them a game against the Patriots, even if you have a competent like a semi-competent quarterback.
All right, give them the dub. Give them the dub. What's their record?
3-14.
So they're worse than they were this year. I guess that makes sense because there's no Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
Right. So they're worse.
Going from bottom to top. Patriots are number 4. Finns are 3. Bills are 2. Jets are 1.
Putting a lot of faith in Aaron Rodgers.
I just think I'm confident. I'm not even that confident in Aaron Rodgers. I'm confident, and that's how confident I am in the defense. Even if Aaron Rodgers is mediocre, I think that defense wins them 5 to 6 games this year.
Yeah, I mean, what was their record with Zach Wilson? Yeah, the rest of the team is stacked all around.
They were 7-10. So basically, it's a 5-game turnaround So Aaron Rodgers wins you
yeah.
5 more games. Aaron Rodgers
Yeah.
wins you 5 more games. That's reasonable.
Yeah, that's very reasonable. Jets dynasty. This is the new Namath. That his last name?
Yes.
Namath.
You
This
got
is the
that
new
right.
Yeah, this is the new this is NFL. The only reason why I didn't know his first name is because I'm 7 beers deep and I'm making them at night. Grilled cheeses with mozzarella on the side.
Okay, so final predictions here. Give me a second while I write it down.
Let's talk about American politics. What the hell has this country become? Are you kidding me? We got a guy who can barely stand up straight running our country. Do you think I enjoy that? Do you enjoy that? Sure, they passed a bill where 1.6 mil or whatever will be relieved in college debt. That's only going to reach 3 people. What happened to the rest of the college students? They don't get any of that.
Okay. Final predictions for AFC East. Jets 12-5, Bills 10-7, Finns 9-8, Patriots 3-14. Division record: Jets 5-1, Bills 4-2, Finns 3-3, Pats 0-6.
I like
is what
that.
we predict. I like it too. I have a star next to Jets. Obviously, they win the division, and a half star next to the Bills because they could make the play-ins. They could make the playoffs still. So that is our first division prediction. Next week, got to go NFC. We got to switch over to the NFC now.
You're really testing my divisional knowledge.
Just give me a team, and I'll tell you the other teams in it.
I'm trying to think of like an interesting team in the NFC. There really isn't. Really, yeah, there's really no interesting teams in the NFC.
I mean, we can go NFC South and go with the most disgusting division in the NFL. NFC South is Bucks, Saints, Falcons, Panthers.
Yeah, let's just go with that.
Okay, NFC South next week. Gosh, that's going to be a bad one. That's going to be a real bad one.
It's going to be terrible.
I would be really surprised. I already know who I have winning that division, but I won't talk about it. Okay, that's fun. This is fun. This is fun to go through the teams, go through the games.
I'm having fun.
I'm gonna just when the Broncos get there, I hope we win like 3 games next year. We can get Shedeur
Sanders.
Actually, I don't even want him. I don't want him. He gives me worse Caleb Williams vibes.
He does 100%. I mean,
worse, like way worse.
I'll say this because I never said it on the podcast, but I texted you or I called you, and I was like, I understand. I understand now why you hate him, because it's first week of football, first week of meetings. Where's Shedeur Sanders? He's in Europe.
Doing a fashion walk.
Doing a fashion show. This is a college quarterback with a team that had the most egregious record. Like they barely improved from what they were the year before. They barely improved. They had a couple of games where they upset some big names, but then they just like shit after shit. And like, I was the guy who was like, no, I like them. I like what they're doing. I like what Deion Sanders doing. And then I see that. I'm like, Deion, why would you let your kids do that? Why would you let them do that?
Because he played baseball while he was in the NFL.
Yeah, but there's a difference between Shedeur and
Deion Sanders. Yeah. I agree with you. I'm just telling you that's what he would probably say to you.
Yeah, but it's the dog mentality. I mean, like Deion's a dog.
Yeah, even if your dad would let you do that, you got to have the man in you's got to say, no, I should be here with my team.
Yeah, well, Deion was a pit bull on the field, right? He was a pit bull. Shedeur's more like a Chihuahua.
Like
a lot
Manny.
of bark. Yeah, like Manny. Manny, where are you? Oh, he's too far away. I'll pick up Otter. This is Shedeur Sanders. This is Shedeur Sanders. Whole lot of yapping coming out of this guy's mouth.
Introduce him.
This is his brother, Shiloh. This is
Shiloh.
Shiloh's a lot cuter. I like Shiloh a little bit more. I think Shiloh has got that dog in him. This should have been Shedeur. Anyways, take us out. Huh?
Introduce the dog.
Oh, his name's Manny.
It's
His
Manchester.
his name's Manfred United. His name's Manfred. He goes to the pubs with the lads. He has 6 beers or 2 and then drives home because he's not a wanker.
I'm Devin. That's Zane with Manfred United.
Manfred.
Thanks for tuning in to Buffet Sports this week. If you want to see more of us for whatever reason, you can see us. You can catch us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at buffet.sports. We post every day, if not twice a day. We're transitioning into basketball now while we continue to do fun stuff, make some predictions for the NFL, as well as talk the upcoming NFL draft. We did a recap of the NFL. We picked our Olympic flag football teams, and then we made predictions for the AFC East. Joe?
This man's a part of the Peaky Blinders. Did you hear that?
Yeah.